What's good, YouTube? Nova here, bringing you guys my Fire King deck. Alright, we're going to jump right into it. So starting off, I'm playing 2 copies of Fire King High Avatar Garunix. So if you guys don't know what Garunix does, basically, during your standby phase, after this guy was destroyed by a card effect, he's re-special summoned from the graveyard, and he destroys all other monsters on the field. And if he's destroyed by battle, you get to special summon any Fire King monster from your deck, except for himself. So not too bad, because he gets to nuke the board. And then, if he dies, he gets to bring out a new guy by battle. So, pretty good. Alright, so in order to set Garunix's effect off, we play 3 copies of Yaksha. Basically, Yaksha is, anytime he's destroyed by battle or by card effect, you get to, destroy 1 card on the field or in your hand. So, destroying a card in your hand sounds weird, but it's because if you have Garunix in your hand and you don't have the out, you can pop them with Yaksha. So, that's pretty good that way. Also, all the Fire King monsters have, the Fire King monsters, not Garunix, they all have the effect if you control, if a face of Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, except during this damage step, you could just special summon him from your hand. So, pretty good, because he lets you swarm rank 4s a little bit easier. And then I'm playing 3 copies of Brong. Basically, when Brong's destroyed by, it has the same effect when Fire King is destroyed by a card effect, you get to special summon him. But also, if he's destroyed by a card effect on the next standby phase, you get to special summon. No, you don't get to special summon. You get to search your deck for any Fire King card. So not too bad. It lets you search your deck for your Fire King spells and traps. Also, there's no traps, but it also lets you search either Yaksha or Garunix. Usually, I'll have Yaksha pop Brong in hand so that you don't have to have the loss of your opponent destroying it by battle. Alright, that's it for Fire King monsters. Moving on to the rest, they're all fire. There are a couple of them are Fire Fist. So I'm playing 3 copies of Bear. Just because Bear's so good, you know, pop 1 card, pop a monster by popping your Tenki. He's so good like that. And then also because you want to search Tenki, and if he can do a direct attack, you can automatically set 1 Tenki. So it's pretty good to help you get to your Tenkis. Same thing with Gorilla, except Gorilla pops back row. So, and Gorilla also, when he destroys a monster, gets to search out one fire formation spell card. And then I'm playing just 3 copies of Coach Soldier Wolfbark to finish up the monster lineup. Wolfbark's really good because when basically his effect is you can target 1 level 4 or lower Beast Warrior monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position, in face up defense position. Its effects are negated, but that's not really a main thing because he's your 1 card Xyz. You can only use this effect of Coach Soldier once per turn, so that's not so bad. He's pretty good because you can just, like, there's a lot of things you can get him. Like, you can top deck him and just summon him, or you can reborn him from the graveyard and get its effect. So, pretty good like that. Only 15 monsters. Moving into spells. 3 copies of Tenki. That's pretty obvious, because everything in this deck, except for Garunix, is a level 4 or lower Beast Warrior. So you always have those targets, usually. Sometimes even you'll run out of Tenki. A lot of the times you'll run out of Tenkis and you wish you could play 6 of them. 2 Tensu, just because I wanted it's another way to extra summon your Fire Kings or even other monsters. And also it's still searchable by Bear and Gorilla. So it's really good. It's helpful for extra normals. So it's good. Moving into the Fire King spells, I'm playing 3 copies of Circle of the Fire Kings. Basically, this lets you target any fire monster you control, and then any fire monster in your graveyard. And you get to destroy the one that's on the field, and special summon the one that's from the grave. So this is essential to destroy things like your Fire Kings, because then you get their effects. And then you can special summon things such as Wolfbarks or your Bears. Or even you can special summon Garunix if you want to. Pretty good. And then I'm playing just 2 copies of Onslaught of the Fire King. This card's okay. Basically, if your opponent controls a monster and you control none, you can special summon Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck. Its effects are negated and it's destroyed during the end phase. Usually, you'll special summon your Fire Kings, so that you get their effects. But if you just want to go for an Exceed summon, you can special summon any level 4 monster and then summon another level 4 and then Exceed with them. That's really the only uses for those cards. I'm playing 2 Dark Holes instead of playing a Raigeki in the deck, just because this deck does rely heavily on being destroyed. So also being able to destroy like your opponent's boards plus like a Brong or a Garunix is pretty good. So that's why you play those. I'm playing 2 MST, just because I only have the room for the 2 MSTs right now. 1 Book of Moon. It could be the 3rd MST if I wanted it to, but really it's just there because sometimes flipping monsters face down is pretty good. And then I'm playing 1 copy of Rekindling and 1 Soul Charge. Just pretty easy. Rekindling, you have 6 targets in all of your the Brongs and the Yakshas. They're all your targets. They're pretty nice because then you can just it's pretty much your top deck. It's like Coach Soldier except you get 2 monsters. And then Soul Charge, you have 15 targets. That's pretty easy. But it's pretty good because it allows you to summon back both your Grunix to make like rank 8s. Or even just being able to play it just to target Coach Soldier Wolfbark is still pretty good too. Or if you need the Bear Pop, it has like a lot of different possibilities. For traps, I'm playing the Big 4 and the Warning, the Grand Horn, the Bottomless, and the Torrential Tribute. The Torrential Tribute's good in this deck still because you can destroy, like when your opponent, like you can summon your Fire King monster and then Torrential Tribute, and then you get the effect off anyway, so it's not a big minus. The Bottomless, the Grand Horn, and Psalm are just the usual 3 big traps to get rid of monsters. I'm playing 2D Prison just because, like, when your opponent attacks and you want to banish it, it's pretty good. And then just 2 Call the Haunted, just because there's things like Coach Soldier in this deck that you want to get back. And also just other monsters being able to exceed faster is a lot better too. Alright, that's it for main deck. Alright, I'm playing 2 copies of Tiger King. Basically, if you guys don't know what he does, he's 2 level 4 Beast Warriors. When he's summoned, you get to set 1 Fire Formation spell trap directly from your deck. And then basically, you could detach an Xyz material. He's a skill drain for everything that's not Beast Warrior. So he's pretty good. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Cardinal. I play 1 copy of him. He's 2 level 4 Fire Fist monsters. So you can only use your Bears and your Gorilla. This is actually pretty easy to pull off. Basically, you can detach 1 Xyz material, then target 2 Fire Fist or Fire Formation. So either a mixture or just 2 of each of them. Either on your field or in your graveyard. And then you get to target up to 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. I'm pretty sure it's field, right? Oh, or graveyard. And you get to shuffle those targets back into the deck. So it's kind of like you can take 2 cards off your opponent's field, shuffle those back into the deck, and then you get to target your Tenkeys and put them back into your deck. So it lets you reuse your Tenkeys because it's very helpful like that. And then, like, if you bounce back 2 monsters, he can be a direct 18, but that doesn't really matter. And then I'm playing 1 Bujin Ki Kagasuchi. Basically, he's 2 level 4 Beast Warriors. Basically, when you succeed someone, you send the top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard. That's not so bad, but it doesn't really matter. And then also, you get to gain slot attack for each Bujin card, but there's no Bujins in the deck, so it doesn't matter. Basically, anytime a Bujin Beast Warrior, so himself, would be destroyed by a battle or by a card effect, you can detach 1 Xyz material instead. So basically, it gets around, like, if your opponent, let's say you destroyed your Grunix last turn, and then he comes back, if he would die from the summon because of the effect to nuke the board, he can protect himself, so then you can still have the 2 monsters to attack. So it's pretty good that way. So that's it for like the generic Beast Warrior kind of stuff. I'm playing 2 Silent Honor Arc and 1 Castel. Unfortunately, there's no more Exciton, so I had to play another copy of 101. If Exciton Knight was still in the deck, his effect is very helpful to destroy your Fire King monsters. But right now, 101 just, target 1 special summon attack position monster, detach 2, absorb it, and then he can protect himself. And then Castel returns 1 face-up card to the deck for detaching 2. So not so bad. 1 Cowboy, just for a burn. 1 Beast Dweller, just to be able to detach so that neither player can activate cards in their graveyard. So unfortunately, that kind of interferes with you a little bit, but if you don't have it, then he's still better to use, because usually when you make him, you're kind of losing anyway. And then 1 Rhapsody, just because there is things like you want to banish. Like sometimes you'll have like Tiger King, and then you can go Rhapsody and Berserk, banish 2 things, and then equip him. So that's not so bad. 1 number 103, Ragna 0, just because you can pop stuff, and then you get to draw a card. So he's pretty good he's a pretty good generic card. Alright, next up I got the Kangorian Antilescent Luminescent Knight. He's really good for just protecting Garunix if they're going to destroy him by a card effect. Like, if they're going to banish him, he's very good because you can just target himself and he takes the banish. Whoops. That's really all that he's good for. He would pretty much take the fall for any other monster. Just something I want to talk about, though, quickly. I only have 1 copy of Diamond Dire Wolf. Whoops. But if I had another copy of Diamond Dire Wolf, I'd take out Antilescent Luminescent Knight for the 2nd copy of Diamond Dire Wolf. Diamond Dire Wolf is really good because once per turn, you can just detach these material, then target 1 Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monster you control, and then 1 other card on the field, and you can destroy them both. This is nuts because you can target Garunix, you can target Yaksha, Brong, himself, any of your Beast Warriors, Coach Soldier, Wolfbark, your Bear, Gorilla, whatever it is. You can target it, pop it, and then target a card your opponent controls, pop it as well. And then if you did one of your Fire Kings, you get a plus. So that's pretty good. All right, and then because I'm playing Soul Charge, I have the options to go into a couple of rank 8s, so I'm playing a couple. 1 Divine Knight Dragon Felgran, just because he's really good. You can either play his turn, detach, target a face-up monster. It's unaffected by card effects, but it loses its effect. So it's pretty good. And the last one I'm playing is number 15, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. This card's basically up to twice per turn. During your main phase 1, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, destroy it, target 1 special summon monster, destroy it. And then if it was an Xyz monster, you get to inflict damage equal to that monster's original attack. So very good because he gets to pop. If your opponent's makes 2 Xyz monsters, you make him, you get to pop both of them, deal like up towards the 4,000 damage. It's insane. Alright guys, that was my Fire King deck. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.